this shift in, like you said, 50% like of the traffic potentially coming from, AI, like that's such a shift change in a very short period of time. Like I think how we position our content or position our products or whatever it might be to make sure that we're found by the LLMs is huge. Like we've all got to change pretty damn quick.
Yeah, I think, and the tough thing is there's no right answer yet.
We don't know the answer,
because it's continually changing, and the models change and the models adapt, and so people are just experimenting, and so this whole test and learn culture is more important than ever now to make sure that you're going, okay, I understand what we're trying to do, and there are several options, and then it's just being willing to try it and making sure that you can actually measure the effectiveness of it.
Yeah. I mean, social media is huge for that, though. I definitely don't think they're not going to stop searching socials. Like that's a big, when I can always see the, when it tell the little round circles come up, like where it's searching. I'm quickly going, what are you looking at? Where did you go to find this information? And look, LLMs also still get stuff wrong a lot of the time, like really basic stuff wrong, but it's only going to get better. So it is very interesting.
And it's also interesting that you've got the likes of Perplexity, for example, that don't allow any sponsored links. So so it is in theory, an independent view, just based on the information that they are finding and interpreting. So it does change the game a little bit. People are so used to clicking on the first page of the Google search results but half the people don't even realize they're all sponsored links. So it could change behavior significantly.
And that will, let's be honest, it's highly likely that's going to happen maybe not in Perplexity, but in ChatGPT and the other models, it will be the paid ones come first. Not yet.
Well, yeah. And but it will. Yeah, that'll be sad if that happens, won't it? But
I think it will.
But it's inevitable.
I think it will.
Probably,
I think, look, who knows? I'm making a massive guess there, but I'm thinking it may well do, just because people are greedy and they want the money. Yeah. Okay, so on the theme of AI, coolest, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be something that you're doing, but like coolest thing that you've seen in the world of retail, e-com, when it comes to AI, or anything that's on your radar.
So I won't call out a specific thing. In fact, this is probably more of a shout out to my team. So I think
love that.
You want to encourage the business as a whole to adopt more AI. I strongly believe it is a real unlock for efficiency, for changing your perception on certain things and finding better ways to do things. Now, in the past, that's been latch on to a single provider who can do a bit of everything. I am very privileged to have a team who are very knowledgeable about AI. They're very engineering focused. So we've built out an orchestration layer across a lot of AI. It's called Delta. So Digital Employee Liaison and Task Assistant.
Love
Delta.
That. Very cool.
Anyway, Delta's the name. And that means we can plug in lots of different tools in there, and we can try things out, see whether it works, understand how much it's costing us, so how much it's being consumed. And it's fascinating. It means that you can use, for example, OpenAI GPT for general knowledge. You can use Gemini, so Google Gemini for more deeply technical analysis. You can use Amazon for code generation. You can use the right tool for the right thing, and then we're even creating our own models for very specific things. And it's just changing the way that the technology teams starting to think about things and how we operate. We generate quite a lot of the code through AI now, and it just opens up so much opportunity. And we're now rolling that out to the business and watching which teams use it the most and what do they use it for. And I think that's going to be fascinating, because we genuinely don't know where it's going to go. We have opinions on where it could be used, but you need to follow, where the use is going to be. So I think that's going to be really fascinating to watch where that's going. And I think that's becoming easier and easier to plug it in. And I think going forward, you will get to a point where you go, the foundational capability is this. And then as a user, people will get more and more sophisticated, and they will start plugging their own tools into that piece, because of what I was talking about before, where you have that protocol that you can plug in any tool into the AI agent and it will automatically integrate into it and make the most out of it. That is fascinating, because technology previously has always had to, let's integrate it, let's test it. You don't have to do that now with AI. You can literally just go, I'm going to plug this tool in, see what it does. If it doesn't work, I'm going to unplug it and plug a different one in. That changes the rules a lot, and it makes it much, much more around, is it working? It's much, much more around the data and the success.
So interesting. I'm actually obsessed with AI. Like, obviously we're a small business, but just for me and my team, like the amount of time it saves us is like just for repetitive tasks, like, I don't know, doing research, like when we're doing a big pitch to a client, like us being able, like the amount of time I spend trawling stuff, reading reports to kind of get my head in the game for like, okay, what are we going to do? Now I can just say to ChatGPT, I will need to know these things, go and find this out. And it just does it all for me.
I mean, the scary thing is how there's actually very little awareness of how much it can do.
Yeah.
People still think it's a complicated thing to do some of these tasks. I mean, the even scarier thing is now the likes of Zoom and people like that are bringing out technologies where it is very easy to do a very quick recording of your voice.
Yeah.
And then you could participate on a video and it is not you.
Yeah.
It's
create
someone
a whole
else
podcast.
talking.
Yeah.
No, but it means that you think someone's approving something.
Yeah.
But it's not. And you can see the person, you can speak to them, you can joke with them. And so you go, yeah, I've validated it, I've spoken to them, but it's not them.
That is actually quite scary.
So that's where it does get scary. That's where the guardrails are going to be really scary. And
So the future of AI, scary, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring it back to River Island though. Have you got anything exciting in the pipeline?
So I think River Island is, we've had a summer of reset, let's say, and we're now in a good place, and the focus is now on how can we really start to grow as a brand and really get back into where our customers just love to shop with us and want to shop with us more and more. And so the focus is definitely on that customer experience first and foremost, and the two biggest channels are obviously the website and the stores. So over the next 12 months, I am hoping to be able to deliver quite a big change across both of those fronts. So from a website perspective, we're working across multiple platforms at the moment. So we're in the very early stages of a program that's going to evolve that and change that.
Exciting.
I know you're desperate for me to say who I'm moving on to.
You don't have to say. That can be, guys, you'll have to tune back in to find out who at a later stage.
So I think that'll be quite exciting because that's changing our approach a little bit, and we'll see where that goes, and that will be really exciting. And same from a store perspective, our store tills are quite disparate. They're quite disjointed. I mean, and so the customer experience is not great. Some of our tills are 20 years old. Not great. I can't keep up with things. And so I'm hoping over the next 12 months, we have a plan, and it's a really exciting plan. And as with the software, the price is coming down. The flexibility of hardware, the flexibility of software is such that I would love to be able to get to a point where the technology is not the bottleneck.
Yeah.
If you want to decide how a colleague is going to interact with customers around the store, I should be able to provide you with a phone. I should be able to provide you with a till. I should be able to provide you with a self-service app that's in a customer's pocket that all does the same thing on shared capability and functionality. And that, I think, is definitely possible with a lot of the great work that we've done in the past, and with a small amount of work we can surface that up to our customers. So that's really the goal, to get the customers really brought in to buy our great product, and then from then on, then it gets really exciting, because then we can just start to evolve from there.